All right, so remember, whenever we're doing these, we always want to reduce fractions. So a gumball machine contains 75 red, 100 blue, and 50 yellow gumballs. Okay, good thing to do is to total these up. It's 225 gumballs total. All right. If a coin is placed in the machine, it randomly dispenses one gumball. What's the probability a red will come out? Well, there are 75 red, so 75 out of 225. Remember, we're doing the event over the total. Okay, there's 75 of the red, there's 225 total. And again, if you're not great at reducing fractions, there's a couple ways to do this. You can just literally type in a division problem in your calculator, and then just go to math key and hit enter twice. I'll convert it to a fraction. Or alpha y equals, the green and the y equals, you can put in a fraction and put in 75, 5, 225, and hit enter, and it'll automatically reduce it that way. So either way, but the calculator will do the heavy lifting for you. All right, one card is randomly drawn from a deck of cards. Remember, there's 52 cards in a deck. What is the probability it'll be either red or a queen? Okay, well, how many red cards are there? There are 26 red cards, hearts and diamonds. Queens, there are 4. But you've got to think about, there are 2 red queens. Okay? So that's going to be a plus and a minus, because you got to remove the overlap. So you got 26 out of 52, plus the 4 out of 52, minus 2 out of 52, which gives you 28 out of 52, which reduces to 7 over 13. Now, you might be thinking on a simple one like this, do I have to go to all that work? Not really. If you wanted to, you can just go, since I know there's 2 red queens, that means there's only 2 black queens. So you could do 26 over 52 plus 2 over 52. You're going to get to the same answer. You're just doing the one other extra step in your head. It doesn't matter. But on a simple one like this, you might just do that in your head and only do addition and not subtraction. But you are subtracting it out. You're just doing it in your head. One card is randomly drawn from a deck of cards. What's the probability to be a club or a red card? Well, club is a suit. There's 13 of those. Red is a color. There's 26 of those. So that brings us to 13 out of 52 plus 26 out of 52. They are mutually exclusive. You cannot be a red club. It's a black card. So therefore, you're just adding these together, and you're getting 39 out of 52, which reduces to 3/4. And again, you don't want to do a bunch of steps. Use your calculator, put in the 1, it'll reduce it for you. All right, a group of 80 athletes, 45 tried out for football, 23 tried out for basketball, and 16 tried out for both. So we have a Venn diagram problem here. This one's nice because they already tell you what's in the middle. 16 is both. Okay. You know, this is football over here. You know it's a total of 45. So if you do 45 minus 16, that gives you 29. Over here, we have basketball, which is 23. And if you subtract the 16 out, that leaves you 7. There's 80 athletes total. Okay. If you combine these numbers and subtract from 80, that leaves 28 athletes. So that is 28 who did not participate or try out for either one of these sports. And that's what it's asking you. So that's 28 out of 80, and that reduces to 7 over 20. Divide them both by 4, or just put them in the calculator and let it do the work for you. Okay, number 5. Scholarship is going to be randomly awarded to one student at an all-girl high school. What's the probability that a female receives it? Okay, well, if it's an all-girl high school, that's 1. Because remember, probability is between 0 and 1. 0 is no chance, and 1 is for sure. So, it's an all-girl high school. It's for sure a female will get it. Coin is flipped 3 times. Okay, remember there's 2 possibilities, heads and tails. What's probability that all 3 come up tails? Well, if you flip a coin, that's a 1 out of 2 chance. Flip a coin again, it's 1 out of 2 chance. Flip a coin again, 1 out of 2 chance. The chances of all 3 coming up is rare. It's not as likely. So we are actually adding these. We're multiplying these instead of adding. Okay. So we just multiply straight across the top, and it's a 1 out of 8 chance. So you have a 50-50 chance of getting heads or tails, but you only have a 12.5% chance of all 3 in a row being one or the other. Right. In the card blackjack, you're dealt 2 cards. In the first card, the dealer gives you is a spade. What's the probability that the next card is a spade? Now, technically, if you're playing somewhere where there's a dealer, there's more than 1 deck. They have like multiple decks in the thing. But we're just talking about if you just had 1 deck. Okay, so a few reminders. We have 52 cards. There are 13 spades in a deck. 1 is gone already. Okay, so you've gotten a spade. It's asking what's the chance the next card is going to be a spade? Well, if 1's gone, that means there's only 12 spades left. And 1 card is gone, there's 51 cards left. So that's 12 over 51. Again, simple little trick here. Just a reminder, 12 divided by 51. Get a decimal. Math, whoops, not that. Math, fraction, and it's 4 over 17. That's our answer. All right. Following chart gives the number of students taking certain classes. All right. So I'm going to total these up over here. So there are 15 males. There are 10 females. There are 14 students taking art. There are 11 students taking math for a grand total of 35 students. Or let's see, I meant to say 10, that means 25 students. Numbers are hard. If a student is randomly chosen from above, what's the probability that it is a math student? Okay, well, there are 35 students total, so that's our denominator, right? And there are 11 math students, so there's 11 out of 35 chance it would be a math student. It is a female student taking art. Well, there are 14 students taking art. There are 6 females in the class. If the student is chosen and happens to take art, of which we know there's 14 students, what's the probability the student is male? Well, that is 8. Okay, and the only thing we need to do is remember to reduce this to 3 over 7 and this to 4 over 7. 11 over 35 does not reduce, and that is it.